The Unique Life of a Ranger, begins with an account of my very first visit to Blakeney Point. We headed into a particularly misty Blakeney harbour on a boat trip. Out of the greyness, dozens of common seals appeared, resting on the shingle shore. Behind them, sandwich terns were nesting, their calls filling the air. We had the pleasure of landing on the point. I was thrilled to see oyster catchers for the first time, and their camouflaged eggs on the shingle. It was a fascinating trip, and although I didn't realise it at the time, one that would change my life. After 3 years of study and 2 years of volunteering, I spent the summer of 2012 as a ranger on Blakeney Point. Part 2 of The Unique Life of a Ranger tells the story of that season. Stationed in the remote former lifeboat house, we worked around the clock to safeguard nesting sandwich terns, little terns, ring plovers and oyster catchers. Inevitably, some eggs were eaten by owls, gulls, birds of prey and even a hedgehog. But we had the joy of seeing hundreds of chicks learning to fly, as well as bumping into some rare and colourful birds passing through on migration. One of the many highlights was monitoring the breeding grey seal colony, or rookery, in the winter. Bulls fighting for dominance over cows, often shedding blood. Cute newborn pups with their white coats. And chubby weaned pups snoozing in the dunes. I share many a seal story in The Unique Life of a Ranger. Having written this book, there's a lovely feeling of leaving a legacy, sharing what I was privileged to witness and the many emotions I experienced. I hope readers will feel inspired and motivated to make the most of their local nature.